ready for this?
It was a difficult start, and you know, I think it wasn't until our 11th or 12th game that we finally won a game. So, you know, we really put ourselves in a hole right off the bat.
Basically, the players didn't believe in themselves, and we had so many excuses that we forgot to play.
It seemed like we were maybe never going to win a game at the beginning of the year. But a lot of things came together in a hurry. We stuck with our game plan. We stuck with the philosophy of the coaching staff. We made some changes in some personnel. And all the things that we'd been striving to accomplish all of a sudden started to come together.
We made a deal to practice 50-55 minutes, really with a lot of intensity, and it changed our destiny right away. We started to have success.
When Roberts came back in January the 10th, it was a very emotional evening because it was a very emotional build-up to that, whether or not he should come back or not. We were all partners in that, Gary and the medical team and ourselves, of course, and to whether or not to take that chance or not. And he came back with a bang.
January, February, when we got ourselves back into the playoffs.
We could beat everybody. We beat Pittsburgh, we beat Rangers, we beat all the top teams in the league, both in our arena and on the road. When we finally got knocked out by Chicago in triple overtime at 1-something in the morning, that's a low point.
So when it finally all comes to an end, it's you know, it's difficult to you know, to go through that.
It was like running out of gas with 12 laps to go at Indianapolis.
We have a real good group of young people, and what we would expect to see is that one or two of the young defensemen who played in St. John last year, coupled with one or possibly two of those same forwards, are going to make our club next year.
Young defensemen like Gauthier, Bouchard, Simpson, Allison, Hulse, forwards like Ginla, Hoagland, Jantunen from Finland. So those are the names that pop up at first, but it's always nice to have a few surprises too.
We're looking for people with real natural leadership skills that don't have to be kicked in the butt every day to go out and perform.
We have to identify the players who really love the game compared to the players who fall in love with money.
Well, we'd like to have more Fleuries and more Roberts, obviously.
In Jerome Ginla, you get the whole package. You get a talented player who practices hard, plays hard, trains hard, and has won before.
And that's not to suggest for a second that we're painting Jerome as the savior. It's just a piece of the puzzle. It's a piece of the puzzle that's going to help Fleury and our other people.
I guess the sky's the limit for this kid, and you know, I'm going to try to do all I can to help him make the adjustment to the NHL, and you know, hopefully you know, we'll develop a good chemistry together, and you know, have a lot of great years together.
We had to find additional means of generating revenue for our team so that we can continue to play on the same ice surface as the New Yorks and the Detroits and the St. Louises.
Looking back on it, we know that we've put you through a very difficult process.
We believed the changes had to be made to make sure that we could always stay here as an organization.
We were hoping that we were going to be able to satisfy a very high percentage of you in terms of relocating of seats, and some of that just simply didn't get done.
With the renovations done to this building last year, there's no building that's better in the league, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Perhaps we weren't answering telephone calls as promptly, we weren't answering letters as promptly, and even though we can say it was a very busy time for us here and we were all carrying a big load, that just isn't good enough.
We need to be more communicative. We need to have a more open dialogue with our season ticket holders in particular, and fans in general.
We think our hockey operation is in pretty good shape. And when we look over to the other side of our operation, the business side, customer service, that's the area that we really are going to have to, you know, be leaders. We have to be out there paying attention to our fans, listening to them, to our customers, the people that we count on to keep this franchise not only viable, but strong and competitive.
What we've done is we've added a whole new customer service department that will answer any of your needs. So we've added a credit card payment that makes it easier for you to be able to pay for your season tickets.
Not sure why we didn't do that before, but we certainly understand that it is a necessary component of doing business in the 90s.
We've improved the parking.
We substantially improved the food services, the choices that people have when they come here and bring their family here.
Our goal is to make you happy.
We're not New York, we're not Toronto, we're not Chicago, we're Calgary, and we have to provide the service that Calgarians want, and we have to provide it at a price that our season's ticket holders and our fans can afford and believe they've gotten good value for their entertainment dollar.
We are doing everything that we can within the National Hockey League and in running our own business here to make sure that we keep increases at a minimum. We worked very hard to secure a World Cup pre-tournament game for Calgary. I'm pleased to advise you at this time that that game between Canada and Russia will take place August the 25th at the Saddledome. I am more pleased than the game itself to advise you that the game will be coming to you as a gift from the Calgary Flames. I'm looking forward to seeing you August the 25th.
You waited for a long time to get a franchise in the National Hockey League. You waited till 1980. Teams like Quebec waited that long, and Winnipeg too, and gave up on their dream. And I think they realize now they probably made a mistake.
It's really important that you get into the games, that you have fun at the games.
Y'all ready for this?
Half the excitement can be created by what happens on the ice. The other half of the excitement should come from what happens in the stands.
Most fans, when I'm on the road, absolutely want to jump over the glass and beat the crap out of me because they don't like the way that I play.
But certainly you, if you want to have a good time, you want to do something silly, that'd be great for us. We'd love to see you do that.
When you do come to the rink next year, that you come to enjoy yourself and have fun, just exactly, you know, the same thing that I'm doing out on the ice.
You have to love the game.
Y'all ready for this?
Get your ticket for hockey.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
Y'all ready for this?